Biafra is a spirit. Biafra is an ideology that no one can kill. God sent the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to resurrect our nation, Biafra. Long live Biafra. Freedom Biafra. God bless Biafra. From Sivachi. Biafra cannot die. It's a time for freedom, time for freedom. Chukwubiama is freedom. Biafra must stand. It's a time of freedom, time for victory. Chukwubiama is enough. I will bury Biafra, I will bury her. I will bury. God bless Biafra. I will bury Biafra, I will bury her. I will bury. God bless Biafra. The Ugandans know what we own, and God on us we know. The Nigerians are so far. Oh no, oh no. Be blessed to live, be hard to die. Children like youth will pay. Parents are betting, the raping and the shooting, the massacre and the killing. The turning of farmland. And give us what not gets to all the people in us. It's enough, we can't take this no more. Biafra cannot die. It's a time of freedom, time for victory. Chukwubiama is enough. Biafra must stand. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. Chukwubiama is enough. I will marry Biafra, I will marry her. I will marry. God bless Biafra. I will marry Biafra, I will marry her. I will marry. God bless Biafra. It is time for the chosen people to find a nation. It is time for the chosen people to rewrite their history. It is time for the people that have been enslaved to discover their liberty. Dear brothers and sisters, the time for God to build our nation have come. Biafra nation, blessed nation. For a long time we have accepted domination. For a long time we have been strong. For a long time we have been ignored. It's time that God has chosen for us as called Biafra nation. God bless Biafra. Anyhow we will exalt our nation. The nation Biafra. This slave who does not fight for his freedom. Somebody have been supported. Free, free, freedom. Free, free, freedom. Let's struggle for our liberty, not with weapons of war, but with a common language and a conviction. The Catalonia speeches, Bomb and Kalashnikov cannot do anything to the people that have received the same cause, the people that have tasted for freedom. People of Biafra together for victory. Only the struggle liberates.
Because of millions of Biafra men, women, and children massacred in cold blood and are still being massacred. That is why we must continue to fight for Biafra. But the message we're sending across is that you can kill the flesh, but not the spirit. The spirit of Biafra is alive.
Biafra cannot die. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. Chukwubiama is freedom. Biafra must stand. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. Chukwubiama is freedom. I will marry Biafra. I will marry her. I will marry. God bless Biafra. I will marry Biafra. I will marry her. I will Biafra. Yes, once again, we are back again. The face of our leader on Facebook is frightening them. It's terrorizing them. But they have to watch at him. There is nothing we can do about it. Yoruba controlling Facebook can cut us off how many times they like, but we are here. As far as they cannot stop the time, they cannot stop us. The message must be passed on, and the people must know the truth. And like I said, everybody supporting one Nigeria, it doesn't matter who they are. Their life and that of their children will be like one Nigeria. And if they fail to say, may their life be worse than one Nigeria. It is as simple as that. And so before you come judging us, before you come teaching us moral, before you come telling us about what to do and what not to do, what role have you been playing in the entity, in the zoo called Nigeria? And then you will know whether you have the moral standing to do that. This is Radio Biafra Extra, for the avoidance of doubt, a live broadcast, I must tell you. Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Radio Biafra London. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are on Instagram, we are on Hellfire, we are in Heaven, we are everywhere, and you must hear our voice. We're not here to conquer anybody. We're not here to undermine anybody. We just want our life back. It has been taken from us. We want our life back. Britain is behind the atrocity against us as a people. And Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live to Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Uche Ukafo Mefo. Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo is from Abatete, is in Anambra State. Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man who said the corruption in Nigeria can never enter on this platform. He is standing on a deputizing capacity for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who saw tomorrow. Of course, at this moment, he is the king of Afari Beku. But of course, we must honor the prince, the king and the queen, who was murdered by the Nigerian state. But for now, he is the prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku kingdom. For 60 years now, nobody has got what it takes, rather the anointing, to confront this evil enclave called Nigeria. All of them have been playing with our lives, and we are obliged to it. We succumb to the stupidity. They reduce us and bamboozle us. We don't have sense again. And then since Facebook came to Nigeria, shake hand with late Buhari, his life has not remained the same again. Recruiters on Yoruba idiots, and they are controlling Facebook. You people don't know what is coming for you. Cut this one quick. Let's go to season 3. All of you are dancing nakedly before the world, and we can assure you the issue of Biafra has put the world on trial. And of course, I am George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. We acknowledge the creator, Chukwu Kike Abiyama, the one who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of man. And I say to him, Anyị na-jage mau, maka n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya anyị na-aga obiọma gị, ujuru anya dadio, inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dị onye dịka gị, Ibu Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na dị mma o. So which one dey pain una? Say we dey talk the truth. Which one dey pain una? Say we dey worship Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Which one dey pain una? Say una be thief or be una be idiot. Which one dey pain una? Onye mani hibe mani akpọ YG here. But of course, until Nigeria is destroyed, until they mock you across the globe as a Nigeria, until they stone Nigerian anywhere they see them, until Nigeria is exposed for who she really is, Nigeria will know no peace. They cannot go to bed because they have murdered sleep. They cannot progress because they hinder our progress. They can never be happy because they make us unhappy. They will never progress because they made us stagnant. And everything they've done to us, as far as they clinch to one Nigeria, they have no idea what is coming for them. They will bleed shame and disgrace. Of course, they can testify to it. Jubri is missing in UK. How Europe is planning to help Africa. Their summit there. Jubri is missing. UK helping Africa. What a shame. What ridiculous people. What are they even discussing there? Idiot. Zuckerberg cut it off. Those of you already, don't worry. Let's engage Facebook a little bit with the Yoruba idiots who are there. Until then, let us continue. This is part 2. You go back on Facebook, the part 1 is there. But this is the truth that makes them angry. Cut it, let's go to season 2, or be season 3. This is season 2 already. But having said that, we'll move ahead to our topic this evening. Like I said, our topic is the nature of protests carried out in Nigeria tells you all the truth you need to know about Nigeria. I was saying that there are protests going on everywhere. Everybody is agitating. Everybody is protesting in Nigeria. To the extent that Nigerian put a law and say you cannot protest. If we kill you, say amen. If we rob you, say amen. If we rape your mother, don't talk. If we rape your sister, let it be like that. If we have to kill your father or shoot you because you refuse to give us 20 naira on the checking point, do not say anything. And then we find ourselves in a tyranny state. And I listened to radio today, I see those who call themselves intellectual. One of them was actually arguing vigorously. I say, has the law of Nigeria not forbidden you from protesting? But do they understand what they are saying? And then another one said that anybody that carry palm front or more and come out is expected to be chased by goats. So that as you come out to protest, Nigerian police are goat. I didn't say so. It is in Nigeria Info. So you are coming out to protest, you are carrying the leaf for that goat will chop. The goat will pursue you. Look at how they reason. No wonder they call them zoo. But that is not where we are going to. Let us look at the nature of protests going on, as far as we can remember. Yoruba constantly come on protest. As I'm talking now, there is a protest between Yoruba Muslim and a Yoruba Christian over Omotekun. What is coming for Yoruba, they are not ready for it. All those Yoruba churches, whose most interest is to rob Biafra 10%. What your brothers who are Muslim will do to you, you will know Igbo don't love themselves. You see, Yoruba don't love themselves. The earlier Yoruba people get rid of Tinubu and save the next generation of Yoruba, you people don't know what is coming. For the first time, according to Adawu Farouk, Yoruba was divided. They said Christian. Yoruba is divided. Yoruba Muslim don't want Omotekun. But Yoruba Christian want Omotekun. So there is a protest. Omotekun or no Omotekun. What does it have to do with us? Ojukwu called for this issue, 1967. It cost the life of over 10 million of our people. It is called Aburi Accord. But I wouldn't go there yet. They came and say, oh, our life is threatened. We have to introduce our own soldier. It's Omotekun. Now, Yoruba is divided among themselves. They are protesting. Some are protesting that Omotekun must be destroyed because they want to kill Allah people. Others are protesting, no, Omotekun must stand because we have to protect the Yoruba race. And do you know the truth? Omotekun, as far as I'm concerned, is supposed to stand if it is not a bargaining chip, because I don't trust the Yoruba. I appreciate Fani Kayode and I say God bless him. But Fani Kayode should move ahead, not just antagonizing Nigeria for what they are doing to us. Move ahead and tell them to open our seaport. Move ahead and remind them that our airport has to be functioning. Yoruba, tell them to release us, because as far as Lagos seaport is working, our own seaport is working. We remain slave to Yoruba. Of course, we appreciate all of you. You are doing well, all of you. God bless you. Omotekun does not serve the interest of the Nigerian people as far as I'm concerned. It is to protect the Yoruba race, and we appreciate it. And then there is another protest going on somewhere in Kano. Kaduna youth are protesting. They want to introduce their own Omotekun. Hey, Sharia, what do they call it? Ezazaki people are protesting, and police are shooting everybody, killing everybody. But go and study all the protests going on in Nigeria. You will know what Nigeria is all about. These people are protecting their interest. But let's take time and look at what is protest. There was something known as Enugu Code. Enugu coal miners in Enugu. They came to protest. And the purpose why they were protesting was because they were not paid. They were being used. They protested against the British government. They killed them. It didn't start today. And then there was about women riot. Why did they protest? They protest that the level of tax imposed on their husband is unbearable, but as if that is not enough, British government went to start taxing our mother in their farm. Our women, our mothers were shot by British government. That time there was no Nigerian constitution. And then we have Ogoni protest. They said it's the Bill of Rights. Not only did they kill Ogoni people, as I'm talking to you, there are many Ogoni who are in Ghana, who are in Benin Republic. They cannot come back to River State again because Nigeria is waiting for them. Their fellow Ogoni brother, people like Magnus Abbey, will report them to the Fulani government any day they enter Ogoni land. Ogoni are not talking about that too. The worst part of it is that Ken Saro-Wiwa, who led this protest demanding their rights, Bill of Rights, they did not only kill him by the order of the British government. After killing him, they seize his dead body. They pour acid on his dead body, seize his grave. Till today, no Ogoni's son, know where they bury Ken Saro-Wiwa. This is the kind of protest we carry out. And then we have another protest known as the Niger Delta Resource Control Protest. That actually opened door to invasion of Niger Delta. Many of the youth were slaughtered. They were led by Chibuike Amechi. They entered all the creek. At the end of the day, many of them were killed. Tompolo is still hiding today. Asare can only speak for one Nigeria. All of them, forget about all of them who said they are Niger Delta, they are hiding. Some of them haven't been paid. We pay dearly for it. But whatever the case may be, they fight for resource control because the country resources in their land is in the hand of Fulani. This is the kind of protest we carry out. We go about to remember what is known as a Ahara Declaration. It was injustice that led to Ahara Declaration. People died for it. Or are we going to talk about the Kayama Declaration? The Kayama Declaration was that they sowed a seed of discourse against the people. Some part of it just say, no, we are not against this resource control. No. It now become Kayama Declaration. Was it only Kayama people that asked to boycott British people and stop British from stealing oil in Ijaw land? But others abandoned Kayama. Kayama paid dearly for it. They are still paying for it today. But whatever led to Kayama Declaration, it is because of the same resource control, marginalization, oppression, emasculation. Let us go and look at nature of protest. We look at the genocidal war that I have said earlier about Ojukwu. It was just a protest to save our people. Come back home, my people. Boycott one Nigeria. They took police action against us. It was to save our life. IPOB move out, agitating, our right to self-determination. Many of us was killed. You see, something is wrong. We are fighting to defend ourselves. We are fighting to protect our life. We are fighting because our life has been taken from us. We are fighting because we are threatened. We are fighting because our life is endangered. But what are the protests of Yoruba and Hausa inside one Nigeria? Yoruba is protesting, Omotekun must stand. Hausa is protesting, kill Omotekun. Let's just go back online and look at the protest. And then maybe you begin to understand the kind of game they are playing with us. Because this is not the time for anybody to say, I don't know what is going on.
Except to the Nigerian police. That is clearly different from what you have now as Amotekun, claiming that they have to establish an ethnic militia before bringing law to enable it. I think it's treasonable. It amounts to treason.
This is Fulani Janjaweed condemning Omotekun, calling Omotekun head to be removed. That is a treason. How can they form police? How can they defend themselves? It is a treason. But don't let them distract you. What are they fighting for? All this fight boils down to one thing: how to control Biafra.
Because they don't have that right to do that. And we know what happened just in Lagos in the last election. The Igbos were denied voting.
If you and
they were even threatened to throw them.
Igbos were denied the right to vote. We are not saying this now, because if I was the one saying it, it's a hate speech, it's a hate speech. But it was the Yoruba and Hausa Fulani that conspired and told Igbo and told Yoruba, we will seize everything from Igbo. In fact, they cannot come to our land and tell us who will rule us. We cannot accept it. Igbo cannot vote in Lagos. And the Oba of Lagos, an imposter, threatened to push Igbo inside the lagoon. They must vote. I'm not saying this now. It's Omotekun that is bringing out all this thing. This is Fulani Janja weed, Igbo smoker now, talking with the both sides of his mouth.
Into a lagoon. So,
if you can hear me, just one thing I need to clear before you go on.
Militia.
You have time and again called it
what do you think
an
will
ethnic
happen?
Militia. Just a moment. You have time and again called it an ethnic militia. But then we ask that, what proof do you have? And you mentioned social media, and I'm sure you've heard about fake news and how things can be put on social media just to sway opinion. So
now that journalist that is presenting that matter, is a Yoruba man. He thought that the Janjaweed man, the Igbo, may be controlling his head too much. He's trying to calm him down. Cool down, brother. Cool down, brother. Now we. Cool down. Don't go there. Don't go there. Cool down. Because what they do is to stage manage us in their media platform. But that Igbo, that Fulani man has gone out of control. And so he must vomit everything in his mind. Because their source of feeding, which is our life, is threatened by Omotekun. What they are fighting for is not for the betterment of Nigeria. What they are fighting for is to continually gain control over the resources in our land, subdue us and put us where they belong. That is what all this protest is all about.
Do you have any proof whatsoever that you can hold on to that you call
is
this?
Is there any ethnic group inside? Is there any ethnic group inside Amotekun? It's purely a Yoruba ethnic militia. And the earlier we stem the monster, the better for this country.
So are you saying you don't have any proof whatsoever to back that claim? Are you saying you don't have any proof
from the back door? In fact, it's a cowardly approach to the debate or restructuring.
I need to get your response on this. Are you saying you don't have any proof whatsoever to back why you're calling it an ethnic militia?
No, there are proofs. It's evident. We have seen them. We have seen their behavior. Are they no OPC in another name? We have seen their killings during the time of Obasanjo. They killed so many people in Shagamu and part of Lagos. They have committed heinous crime, whether Amotekun or OPC, they are one and the same thing. And what we are saying clearly that we, the pastoralists, will not allow an ethnic militia that have clear agenda to stop us from our economic activity, clearly stating that they are going after the Fulani pastoralists and we will sit by and allow them. No. We are seeking protection from the government, from this very dangerous monster that they have created.
Fulani are the monsters. Fulani are in power. Fulani are the one killing people. Fulani are the one crying more than they believe. But we know their game. Amotekun is in Malaysia. How can they be Malaysia inside Nigeria? Amotekun and OPC, they are Malaysians. Since when did Malaysia become, Yoruba become Malaysian? But they are deceiving themselves. No, I want you to listen to Fulani Janjaweed idiot, who is a terrorist. They have Boko Haram terrorists, Fulani herdsmen terrorists, Miati Allah terrorists, Lamido Sanisi Lamido terrorists, Nigerian police terrorists, Nigerian army terrorists, Nigerian president terrorists. Everywhere Fulani is, there are terrorists. But he's the one saying, oh, the Yoruba want to become Malaysians. The Yoruba now are the Malaysians. OPC is a Malaysian. Omotekun is a Malaysian. Cry more than they believe. But do not make any mistake. Everything they are, both of them are fighting for is targeted or it's all about the resources in Biafra land. They just miscalculated. The Fulanis are so power drunk that they will soon begin to kill themselves. It is just a miscalculation. So interested in remaining in power that they kill everything that comes close to the power. That is the nature of their protest. Let's follow it up.
Okay. We have the Agro Rangers created by the Agri Ministry. Why didn't they support the Agro Rangers if they are going to protect farms? What is their contribution to the Nigerian police? So this ethnic militia should not be allowed to function. Because if you do that, every other ethnic nationality have a right to create their own ethnic militia.
Okay, Mr. Hassan, there is this information in the public domain, and I don't know if you are aware of it. Yes, the Kano State Hisbah Corps was established by the state government in 2003 to enforce Sharia law, but it was an institutionalization of formerly privately maintained Hisbah security units, which were not legal at the time. So in which
it was not legal at that time, but along the line it became legal. Hisbah, Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah were not legal, but with time they become legal inside this Nigeria. And then we now have OPC. It was not legal. We have the Cocoa Rangers, Farmer Rangers of Yoruba defending Yoruba land. And then it's a clear indication to see the level of stupidity of all the governors in Biafra land, all the senators in Biafra land, all the Nyanwodo group of company, all the saboteur. All these people, all this while have been building their own security to protect their land. Only IPOB stood up to protect the interest of Biafran people. And they were first, they say, he's a terrorist, he's a terrorist. Look at all of you now, you have become Malaysia. It is simple. They are Malaysians so inside Nigeria. What a pathetic, I must tell you. And so when you come telling us about one Nigeria, look at what is the interest of Yoruba in one Nigeria. What is the interest of Fulani in one Nigeria? Then as a Biafran, you use your tongue and count your teeth. They just miscalculate. But of course, they will continue miscalculating. We assure Nigeria she will use her hand to initiate a state of anarchy. And then they will understand what they've done to themselves.
Wait, then, do you think that from what, if we are to take what Mr. Ojo said, that the law backing some of these things may come at a later date? Is there anything wrong in that?
No, if there is fundamentalities, people already, the Amotiku, you see them carrying arms in a very primitive fashion, wearing all kind of charms, threatening
reference
the
existence of Hisbah units before it became an official, a legal body. Reference that.
Hisbah is illegal now. So the Northerners have the right to have their own police. They have their own police already, recognized by law. Idiot are telling me Nigerian law. Just miscalculation of how to divide the resources. That is what is leading to all these things. Look at a Nigerian journalist now telling you that Sharia policemen are legal in Nigeria. And one day they will cross Sokoto and come to Abo and Sharia me. Thunder will fire all of you. But I just want them to disgrace themselves, because on Nigerian television, they do all these things sharp. You listen to it, they don't narrate it. Look at the Yoruba presenter. He's just trying to cool them down so they don't naked themselves in the public place. But we assure them they are dancing naked in the public place.
No, but clearly there is a board established Hisbah. The limits and bounds of Hisbah was clearly stated in that. Despite that, the government of President Olusegun Obasanjo, through the Inspector General of Police then, Sunday Hindiro, still declared Hisbah illegal. And even the leaders of Hisbah, Mal and Chidi, was arrested and his deputy. So the government must take decisive steps. Government should not allow very irresponsible ethnic irredentists to destabilize this country.
Please, Mr. Hassan, we are trying to have a fine conversation. Mr. Hassan, one moment.
We see politics in
Mr. Hassan, one moment. We're trying to have a reasonable conversation so that the people who are watching and listening can learn. Kindly choose these words carefully, because people out there may not understand, the perspective with which you are saying, and then whatever you are saying may be taken out of context.
But we understand. We understand that it's about the resources in Biafra land. You cannot take it out of context. Trying to bring them back so it looks as if they are debating about the future of Nigeria, about the welfare of the people of Nigeria, is just a lie. Pure fallacy. You're lying. Just miscalculation between the Yoruba, Fulani, and Hausa over our life. How do they divide us? Because they see us as the spoil. That is all it's about. A leader came, introduced Biafran security services to curtail the menace of the Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah and Boko Haram. The paid agent in Biafra land, Nyanwodo, the governors of the Southeast, he to the Yoruba Guta media platform and prescribe us. IPOB was prescribed illegally by the illegal Nigerian state that we are terrorists because we want to defend our land. The same people who say we don't have the right to defend our land by the introduction of BSS are the same people now who are bringing Omotekun and Izibala and Izibalaba. Who is deceiving who here? This is the kind of nature of protest they carry out in Nigeria. How to kill and divide us. Look at how they are deceiving themselves.
Let's bring this back to Mr. Ojo. Well, apparently from his reaction, it seems that some people have fears, have concerns about the establishment of Amotekun. Is there do you think the conversation has been put out there strongly enough for people to understand that there should be no reason to fear?
You see, this is one of the reasons why the governors in this part of Nigeria has been warning people not to ethnicize this. Listening to my friend, Mr. Hassan, he is actually coming from another dimension entirely. He has ethnicized it, and he has also looked at it, he has commercialized it too. He's looking at his own economy, vis-a-vis the security of the lives and properties of the people.
But Nigeria is all about economic business. The Fulani man was right. Economically, we are your food. Is there anything we are talking about? How much are they making from cow business? How much is Yoruba making from cocoa and cola nut business? It's all about the oil in Biafra land. And so it's all about economics. Kill the Biafran people for the British government, create atmosphere to steal the resources in our land, impoverish us the more and weaken us. It's all about economic business. United Kingdom thinking about how to help Africa, it's all about economic business because they are the one robbing Africa. How can you possibly rob the people, help the people you are robbing? Who is deceiving who? He said he has clearly divided it. It's all about business. Is there any other thing Nigeria is all about? Nigeria is a company.
People in the Southwest. And at times, when I view the fact that I'm a Nigerian, I question it. I say, am I a Nigerian? And I conclude I'm not.
Of course, because
Why?
there is nobody in Nigeria. Nobody is in Nigeria. You don't need to ask yourself, am I in Nigeria? If you're still asking yourself, am I in Nigeria? It shows you are sick. I wake up now, I say, am I a woman? And then the next person around me should put me on chain and take me to the nearest psychiatric hospital because I know I'm a man. Except something is wrong with my brain, then I begin to say, am I a woman? I tell you, anybody who knows me is going to shift back and watch me closely. And so when is am I in Nigeria? We know you are sick. Because only sick people, they say they are Nigeria. But I'm happy you came back to your senses and you actually say, okay, no, I'm not in Nigeria. Because nobody say Nigeria. Only idiots are Nigeria. And only idiots support Nigeria. This is the problem. You come out on National Daily and tell them you are not in Nigeria, but our crime is that we say we are not Nigeria. And then who the idiot is this Nigeria?
I can't imagine myself occupying the same space with some people who would be calling others irredemptive, irresponsible, and so on. We are not operating at the same level at all.
Exactly what British government wants. They take Janjaweed Fulani who don't have sense. Their brain is empty. All they hear is kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. But they will see that killing, they will run. British government take the worst breed in Africa, the idiot Fulani, and give them AK-47. They don't know anything. The only thing is, you see, in the cano, you're shooting at the cano, he's shooting at the cano, he's Biafra, shoot Biafra, because that is all they want. They cannot go to court. They don't reason. You just carry gun and give chimpanzee. What do you expect? And tie his hand to the trigger. And then you are there waiting to defend them. Today now, all of you are kind of, hey, we can't contain the same space. But all of us are different people. Is it not fair enough for us to respect ourselves? But like I said, all these, they are protests. Anyhow they want to protest, they are exposing themselves.
We are far from each other. The gap is so wide. I was teaching right to life sometimes. And I tell people, yeah, there is a right to life to every Nigerian, Section 33 of the Constitution.
But that right to life depends on the value attached to life by the different sectors of Nigeria. So the same law, right to life, cannot apply equally in every part of Nigeria. It can only apply based on the value attached to human life by different parts of Nigeria. So, I mean, I was trying to do an analysis of that right to life. So it should not be taken for granted that because the Constitution has guaranteed right to life.
But that's the ground norm.
You said?
It's the ground norm.
Yeah, it is the ground norm. I'm saying the sociology of it, the reality of it, is that documentation does not make it real in the risk.
But the documentation was actually to deceive the gullible Nigerians. When you people come and present one matter with lies, you have the targeted audience. Oh, Nigerians have right to life, but the right to life of Nigerians are not equal. When you are Fulani Janjaweed idiot, you are born to rule. Then when you are Yoruba, you are born to be second in command. Then when you are Biafra, you betray your people, you are relevant. You want to preach to the Biafra, you are dead. Is that not the right to rights? The right to life you're talking about? But when you are presenting it, you had a targeted audience. Today, because of miscalculation, which is surely crumble Nigeria, because you people will continue making mistakes until Nigeria is obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. They are protesting, oh, it's a protest, oh. It's Yoruba and I will start protesting and justifying their stupidity. When will they give us time to defend our rights? Because, oh, we are conquered territory.
Except to the Nigerian police,
the Southwest. And at times, when I view the fact that I'm a Nigerian, I question it. I say, am I a Nigerian? And I conclude I'm not.
Why?
Why? Because I can't imagine myself occupying the same space with some people who will be calling others irredemptive, irresponsible, and so on. We are not operating at the same level at all. We are far from each other. The gap is so wide. I was teaching right to life sometimes. And I tell people, yeah, there is a right to life to every Nigerian, Section 33 of the Constitution. But that right to life depends on the value attached to life by the different sectors of Nigeria. So the same law, right to life, cannot apply equally in every part of Nigeria. It can only apply based on the value attached to human life by different parts of Nigeria. So, I mean, I was trying to do an analysis of that right to life. So it should not be taken for granted that because the Constitution has guaranteed right to life.
But that's the ground norm.
You said?
It's the ground norm.
Yeah, it is the ground norm. I'm saying the sociology of it, the reality of it, is that documentation does not make it real in the real sense to say that everybody attach the same value to human life. So now on some of these issues that my friend has said, look, there is no apology. I have no apology. I support Amotekun, the emergence and the continuation and the sustenance with the weight of the people of the Southwest. Do you know how much each state government in the Southwest spent on the police, federal police? Do you know? Billions.
But the point is, how many billion are they stealing from Biafra land? All this money they are talking about is stolen from our land. But we don't have the right to defend ourselves because actually they have said that the right to our life is not equal in Nigeria. Hausa have more right to live, followed by Yoruba, and then our life don't matter. That is why they continually burn communities, destroy everywhere, shoot you at sight, kill you. Your life is worthless. That Yoruba man talking is the one who wrote the Constitution of right to life, that our life are not the same value in Nigeria. Hausa life is more precious, followed by Yoruba life. Why wouldn't the police in River State kill a mechanic just to collect 150,000 from him? And now it's telling you how much they are spending billion to sponsor police. Whereas Yoruba, all the DPO or police station in Biafra land, all of them are Yoruba. Whereas it is the resources being stolen from Biafra land. But this is truth you will not believe. The more than 75% of oil in Biafra land, according to our leader, is coming from the interland. Stop deceiving yourself.
of naira. And if you check the constitution, police is not even in the concurrent list.
But different state governments across the country spend money on police.
Yes, I'm telling you, all those money being spent, they are illegal. Can the Attorney General declare those money being spent on police as illegal?
Because they are stolen money.
There is no law.
Stolen money.
The Constitution does not empower any state government to spend on the police. The police is a national institution. It is the national budget. The federal government should make every provision for the police. But if you see extra budgetary allocations to the police by state government, go and ask them. They buy vehicles, they buy communication gadgets, they even buy uniforms. Each state now is trying to provide for a federal police. So Amotekun is another demonstration of the failure of the national police system. But and the police system itself, they also know that they don't have the wherewithal to secure the entire country. So on this issue of saying that people have no right to secure their lives and property, the legality, leave it apart. That one will come later. And the issue of Amotekun has come to stay. And if you look at it, my friend is leading an organization, businessmen. What is their total number in Nigeria? What is the total number of the members of his association? Vis-a-vis the millions of people in the Southwest who clamored for this and to whom their government has given this. So he cannot use the business of his own minute business people, business association. It's just an association.
Okay,
it's not a nation. We are talking of a nation.
Okay, the governor said that the Amotekun was set up to fight criminality and bandits primarily.
Yes.
Let me ask Mr. Hassan. So you are aware what the governor said, that Amotekun is to come.
Now let's check it again. Amotekun threatened Fulani existence. And if Amotekun threatened Fulanis, does it mean that that same yardstick cannot be measured that Amotekun threatened the Igbo man? Why is Igbo man not in this forum debating about Amotekun and Ekonomo? Because there is a miscalculation somewhere.
But bandits and criminals, in what way does that describe members of your association?
Well, banditry and criminality should be fought decisively. But the point we are trying to make is that Nigerians should not be oblivious of the intention of the promoters of Amotekun. We have been following them.
That's not the question, Mr. Hassan. Let's stick with it. Let's stick with the question. Mr. Hassan, let's stick with the question. Are your members, are you confirming, are you saying that the people who have been called cattle rustlers, who have been attacking people's farms, are you saying that some of them are your members?
No, our members are not cattle rustlers. They are not bandits, but our members carry out their economy in the rural areas of cattle herding. So our fears is that by the time you have this illegal ethnic militia, our people will be the target. That is our fear. And the proponents have not hidden their intention.
The same way Fulani headsmen are targeting our grandmothers and our women in the farm. All these things that Fulani Janjaweed idiot is saying is how to protect his killer headsmen. And the Yorubas, on the other hand, are trying to protect their people. But at the end of the day, the question should be, who are the people dying in Nigeria? The Biafrans who have been massacred across the north and the west don't have right to protect their life. It is the people who steal our resources and send the percentage to British government are the one dragging over right to protect themselves. This thing you people are running for will catch up with all of you.
On that.
Okay, just a quick
because
one.
If you look at some of the vocal proponents of Amotekun, look at their hate speech.
Well, pardon me,
somebody like Femi Fanikaude.
Let me ask you this before
we
wind down.
Go to his page and see what he is writing about the Fulani people.
Just a minute. You were quoted to have said that the Southwest should forget 2023 presidency if they don't scrap this. Did you actually say that? Are you trying to blackmail them or twist them not to allow this to be?
It's not a blackmail. Unfortunately, with very strong apology to my Southwest friends, despite the education of the Yoruba people, they still remain the most primitive in terms of political culture. They are not tolerant to opposition.
Hassan,
And if you allow them to have an ethnic army,
I'm afraid we have to have
Nigerians.
a civil conversation. So if you keep going that way, you'll offend the sensibilities of a lot of people on that one. But he's raised fears and concerns about how this is going on. What would you say to that?
Yeah, to that I would say, when a house or property owner engages security guards to protect his property, it is only those who intend to come and violate his right to property, who intends to come and steal his property, that will be entertaining fears. I hope you get the point I'm making. So, all those who are afraid are those who see themselves as possible, maybe persons who may be prevented from carrying out their own negative activities.
At the end of the day, they dive one truth. The Fulani Janjaweed idiot was actually caught mentioning that because Yoruba introduced Omotekun, there will be no Igbo presidency for Yoruba 2023. I mean, a Nigerian presidency. I thought it's for Igbo presidency 2023. All those things you are seeing are miscalculation. Nigerian government can start killing those who are protesting, who are agitating, but Nigerian will not survive. This is not a threat, it is a promise. If you call yourself a Nigeria, you are a very hopeless and miserable individual. We are all victims of one Nigeria. And the only thing that will save the next generation is stop Nigeria. British government, stop Nigeria. Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, there is no need to form security outfit. Divide Nigeria, all of you will have peace. This thing you are running for, your fears will catch up with you. And this is one truth you must know. I'll be back in a minute.
Me and what we do without my Biafra. Me and what we do without praising the Father. I know we do without my fatherland. I must to fight and defend my brother's land. Even a Biafra now we hope you. Oh, no, but I'm a logo. I want to be a protector, see Biafra to carry you. Biafra in my original. Oh, no, but I'm a logo. I want to be a protector, see Biafra now we hope you. Now I can see my new nation Biafra rising. I'm feeling good, I'm very high. No matter what them do, they cannot bring us down. They be killing us for so long, raping our women for so long, spending our resources for too long. Oh my Father, we don't know what to do, what's going on. We need the freedom to carry on. Give us the power to overcome. Oh my Father, we don't know what to do. We want to be on our own. Our home is our own. We want to be on our own. Our home is our own. I want to be a protector. See me a friend to carry you. Be a friend of my original. I want to be a protector. See me a friend of my original. Somebody's the right and give it up. Now when you fight fish, you go carry on. Never pick up the pieces of broken heart and bring them together to shoot it where you go. When they fight, then we are the back. They know this I couldn't watch the program. I because you've night, you'll alright. You die, you don't know why you got the gap. I want to go on this usher, I ain't happy. You can see why I run the kids and keep going happy. The Zuru, the Sassy, said, if anybody I fear, then I just see where you're then you cook up. Oh, you see your bad, my God, oh, you see, Pano, Zello, you can't tell you. Chukoti, I didn't see, and then you are right, and then you see. But this time around, I get very easy. Biafra. Me, I know we do without praising the flag up. I know we do without my father.
Biafrans, wherever you are all over the world, these people have been playing with our intelligence. They have been playing with our mind all this year. This is the time for us to go home. Nigeria will not favor anybody. Not today, not tomorrow, not in the future, never. That is just miscalculation. Fulani are paranoid. It is economic interest, their percentage. In collaboration with the British government and the Yoruba, that is all the grammar they are speaking there. But in the end, just one thing for you to do. Look for IPOB closer to you and join. Anywhere you find yourself scattered, frustrated to across the globe, this is time for us to come back home. This is the time for us to go home. Look for IPOB family closer to you and join. Maybe it's difficult for you to locate IPOB family. Send us your name, your phone number, and your location on our WhatsApp line. The nearest coordinator will contact you. Saboteurs are welcome. Fulani herdsmen are welcome. Governor's agents are welcome. One Nigerian, all of you are welcome. We're waiting for all of you. But it's time for us to go home. We don't want to conquer anybody. We don't see any reason we should be talking to anybody except our life is threatened. Except the only option left for us now is to respond. And believe me, we will respond adequately. Of course, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. The special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Yes, a caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network, as always. Caller on the line, are you there? Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. Like I said, our lines are open and don't let anybody deceive you. When they tell you about one Nigeria, it's all about the resources. When they tell you about one Nigeria, it's all about what they are stealing from our land and having been able to cripple us, having been able to weaken us, having been able to divide us. We really don't have any say inside one Nigeria. We really don't have. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good evening. Bless you.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Indusha. I'm calling from Bakaliki, Biafra land. Please, since November last year, our radio is not talking for you. Please, please make an help us, please.
Your complaints are noted, and believe me, those who are in charge of that department are doing something about it.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Mazi, good evening.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you very much, Mazi. My name is Ugochko. I'm calling from London here. Mazi, I just want to congratulate you and thank you for your good job that you are doing for your people and for your motherland. I say, may God guide and protect you. May he do the same to our leader and his deputy and every principal officers that is working assiduously to restore Biafra and IPOB worldwide. Mazi, do you know that these people have been playing game with us for a long time? These Fulani and Yoruba people. Mazi, if you listen to that tape very well, you will see that idiot, that Fulani man. He was saying, he was repeating, he was actually remembering Yoruba what Oba of Lagos said that he will throw us in Lagoon.
And now he want to draw our attention, so we start fighting Yoruba. They are just playing with our mind there.
Yes. Yeah. So immediately I listened to that tape. And I just look at these people and just say, God, how come our people still, some of our affiliates still asking their calling, still asking themselves, asking for one Nigeria. Look at how these people are just dealing with our people. That idiot, I'm trying to tell the whole world now that Oba of Lagos said that he will throw us in Lagoon. Making it as a comment so that the whole world will, now queue on it. Instead of him to concentrate on what the question that we're asking him, and now he now come back and say that like Yorubas are primitive for whatever. That is why Oba said he will throw Igbos in Lagoon Dara. Maze, we are bigger. We are wise now. We are focused. Biafrans don't lose focus because Nigeria is not for us. Nigeria is there to kill us. Nigeria is there to destroy us. Nigeria is there. In fact, that name Nigeria is a death itself. If you say you are in Nigeria, anybody that comes closer to you, even in your working place, even in your marketplace, and say you say Nigeria, you are looking at a death who come to kill you. Anybody who come to you and say he's a Nigeria, reject him because he's a dead. In our home, you are seeing a dead there who come to kill you. Mazi, I thank God for the life of our leader. Who here to Kokikabia my voice and say that people will never perish and take this course on his own and begin to tell our people the danger that is standing in front of us. Look at the danger. The man who left everything to Kokikabia give him. The man who left every name the education career he has to become human, to achieve what he wants in life. He left it to go and say, go and rescue your people. Not even him, go and rescue your people, that your people is in danger. Still, some of our people don't still see it. Some of our people are still there, gossiping. All I'm saying now is that whatever they do, Biafra must to come. I want to tell Nigeria that you people drive us to come to Europe. Thank you very much for driving us. But I want to promise them, you see, the people that fought the war of 1967 and our people that was in Europe at that time are protesting. And we that are in Europe now, it's not the same. We are not going to protest and show the whole world that, hey, they are killing us. God forbid that thing. We will bomb every living thing to go down. I'm telling Fulani people, these Biafrans you are seeing now, we will never wait and watch our people die. God bears of witness. If this Europe is going to bomb, because what I understand is that if you don't cause any mayhem, the UN will not call emergency meeting. Marty, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Of course, my brother, we will not stand by why they kill our people. The reason they are doing what they are doing now is because some of our people think it's joke. I tell you, it is difficult for you to get to any IPOB person. It is difficult. We will be holding our meeting, and any day police come and kill anybody in our meeting venue, the police will not go back in their complete number. That is why when that idiot who says Olori Ogun, he saying, I will beat IPOB, I will beat IPOB, thunder will fire all of you. People should not think we are joking here. We understand we don't wake up at the same time from bed. There are histories of our people protesting and they are killing. How many times did they demolish Bayelsa? Do you know Bayelsa is the community in Biafra land that they have killed more people and destroyed village? An idiot is, where is that idiot coming from? Olori Ogun idiot. I will beat you if I see you. God will punish all of you. Look at Yoruba, we are rabbit. Their trap have caught us. Look at how Yoruba and Fulani are debating how to divide us in the Ara. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here, Mazi Onyibe. Good evening from here.
Rabbi, good evening. Go ahead, please.
Good evening. I greet Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafrans and freedom lovers around the world. Mazi Onyibe, I salute every one of you who are anchoring this program, making this thing a success. I am greeting you from here in United Kingdom. I remain Rabbi Charles. I have been listening. I can tell you since morning, I have been listening. I wasn't opportune to make a broadcast because I was very much engaged. But since so far, it's like my response to this, Mazi Onyibe, Igbo, Ndi Igbo, all these people in for nation Nigerian pro-Nigerians, they made those people assassination, all of them. makwana ndị abugo makwana Igbo ndị Igbo some of ndị Igbo n'isi adịghị ha mma. Some of ndị Igbo, he said, I appreciate the elders that came, that you spoke with, the elders who came from the riverine. I appreciate them. Honestly speaking, all they can get a gift. I'm not going to say it.
Of course, they are honorable men and women who know the truth.
Yes, yes. I was yesterday.
Of course.
Yes, I was there. I was listening. Those men, I don't know how many they were, but they know
the truth. Let's digress a little bit. Yes. Do you know the level of how these people did to us? There is a place called Browse in Bayelsa. You know, Igbo came. That time they were using their head. Browse in Bayelsa.
Yes,
so Igbo came and hold one a job boy and say, what do they call this island? The job boy say, Abrams. That is, it means leave me. Then they say this place is Browse. So Browse now, where Amayana Jet Speed is living, it's known as leave me. Just leave me. That's the meaning of Browse. But they don't know how these things come.
I'm hurt. I feel like exploding here. Do you know that this for some of the elite, the pro-Nigerians, I think there is something they gave them there in the northern states. And when they take that in, they became confused, or they become confused. And they will be speaking from both sides of the map. Look, this brass you are talking about, there is a guy.
It's just your language that say leave me. So we have a leave me local government in Bayelsa. An idiot who don't know his father's name will be telling me. Somebody from Browns now, his local government name is leave me local government in the area.
Let me land, my brother. You know the thing that is paining me. There is a young man whom I expected to be part of this movement in full force. I am compelled to call his name. Do you know that the father of Osita Shidoka has a property in Brass, and they took that property away from him? Ben Shidoka never recovered that property. They took that property. He was a very rich, well-to-do man. But his son today, pro-Nigerian, they are not thinking right. What I'm hearing today, look at how Femi Fani-Kayo they stood. Look, any Igbo man, any IPOB that put on a radio, only Yoruba, bad name. God, I will cause that person. Let me say this. God said, if I see 50 people in this place, shall I do? Abraham asked angels, destructive angels, if I see 50 people, if you see 50 righteous men, will you destroy them? He said no. He said 45, 10, 35, eventually 45, 35, 25. He ended up at 10. I think at 10, the angel said, if I see 10, I will not destroy them, and turn away quickly. Abraham didn't ask more. That argument ended at number 10. Number 10, if I see 10 people, I will destroy them. Why is it that now we have more than 10 good Yorubas in Yoruba land who are sounding like our leader, speaking like our leader, firing them? Look at the Fulani man, knowing now, he knows that if Amoteku is allowed to have firearms, they may use it against the Fulanis. He's trying to protect his killers, the Fulanis. So why can't Biafra possess arms? Why can't IPOB have arms? You see where this struggle is going. If Amoteku should be allowed to have firearms to defend Yoruba land, why shouldn't Biafra acquire firearms?
Because Nyanwedo don't want us. Nyanwedo don't want.
Now, my brother, let me tell you, that man Gamu, what are we waiting for? If it's an uncle and a region, now my fire body, nothing will happen. I'm telling you, my son, nothing will happen. I've been saying this, I don't want people to misunderstand it or sabotage or intrigue or because I'm on a forefront. Everyone do not say unless not see I will not come. All road lead to this place in Gagadia and Dinto, where Upona DJ. If I don't want to go. And I see also Dimba, also the hopeless, also Dimba Gamu. Okuro Chati area that place Gamu. We can We have to be proactive, not even reacting. All of them, because of money, all of them must go. What are our freedom? What are we doing? You can donate money for life, you can donate money for death. I will be the first person to donate that money. Why are they killing our people? Look at how Yoruba checkmated the Fulanis. Look, clear without talking.
You see, when it comes to Yoruba, I cannot support Yoruba for myself. I have been with all of them and I love them. I can even give up my fatherland to them when Biafra come. You see Yoruba, we are their meat. In as much as we can respect some of them for doing the right thing, Yoruba cannot be trusted. So anybody have the right to say what they say. Don't stop them, please. Please.
Hold on. Let me just 1 minute. I'm done. You see, our leader, I listened to him.
If you tell us not to, no, our leader has his friend, and we respect our leader's friend. But our leader's friend cannot kill us, and we keep quiet. Is our leader going to sacrifice us for Yoruba? Do you know Yoruba take my mother money? Do you know Yoruba told me I'm Onyibe, Olori Buruku Oloshi?
Brother.
Has Fani Kayode or any of them asked them to open our seaport? Have they asked them to open our well? We will respect those who respect themselves. But if you say we should not pass in Yoruba, I get angry at that. All of them, we will tell them the truth.
My brother, listen. No, Biko.
Because I don't know where you say we should not talk to Yoruba. Yorubas are chameleon. They are idiots. They are the people who push Fulani to this level. Why they building a Moteko? Is it not Yoruba man that is a police commissioner in Abia State that prescribed IPOB and call us name?
Hold on.
Do you know that the Igbo man killed in Port Harcourt about 4 days ago? The GP of the policeman is a Yoruba man. What are we not talking about? Don't tell us not to talk to Yoruba, or else let us forget about Biafra.
Wait.
But that is exactly what you are saying.
Yep. No. Listen, my brother. Listen.
Anybody who don't want Nigeria to destroy is an idiot.
Direct now. Hold on. India able to take the whole music at one time. Then they actually checkmate India because I'm from here now.
That protocol will kill us, and I'm not a party to it. I don't pamper poison. I don't test poison. If it's poison, I run away from it. Why did they not bring Igbo man to that platform? Is it Fani Kayode or anybody that speak for us? Why did they not bring Igbo man on that platform and talk that thing?
Onyibe, are you an internal enemy?
All of them will be disgraced. We will not pity all of them. If I can tell Onyibe that he's idiot, that place he had his only son will not save his son. There is no idiot that we have. I don't want to back on him. Don't protect any enemy of Biafra here.
I'm not protect all. When my brother here, all the pro-Nigerians.
If my father support one Nigeria, my father is idiot. Not to talk of Fani Kayode or any idiot. Why don't you abandon IPOB and go to Yoruba church and become so stupid for them?
It is not. This
is how they deceive our father. Juju can't catch me. No, the way you are telling us, live in Yoruba, Fani Kayode is doing good. Let Fani Kayode advocate for our seaport to be open. Our only way to be given back to us. Are they not Moteko? Is it not to protect the Yoruba? Was it not the Yoruba that championed the proscription of IPOB?
Onyibe, Genti now, Genti. Let me tell you something, brother. These people are not. That Nigeria, I know it. I'm a minister. You're a minister. I'm a hobo. That time that we are ignorant and we are blind. They're not seeing. They don't see. Our leaders saw it from afar off. They were close. Even to the point blank, they couldn't see it. Until killing began, all of a sudden they woke up. I will tell them, welcome. Welcome and welcome solidly. Only be consistent. That is what I'm telling them. I would have loved you to allow me to deliver my message.
Of course, but what is making me angry is sometimes we come, we say no, don't say. I have to be angry with what is making us. Do you know see Yoruba people who are impersonating us here? Are we going to say they are not doing us bad because of one man say good thing? How did Awolowo talk to Ojukwu and betrayed all of us?
Awolowo took my father's money.
And then what are we not saying? Are they not the same people? Snake they born lizard.
Ojukwu, my uncle, release Awolowo.
And leave Adakaboro. And leave Adakaboro in the prison. This is where you drop people. Hate Igbo man. Are we going to make the same mistake?
That is why I said to you, I will give the job. Fathers that came yesterday on your platform, I will give them a gift. And when there's something to change it, I don't want to change it. Allow me to change the game. Majo Onyibe, our leader, said people will come and do these things. And there are people on our Nokunobi. I understand this game.
FFK is a good man and he remain good man. Fela is a good man and he remain good man. There are many Yoruba people that are good people. They will be honored. They will be honored. But Yoruba is a race. They can't even save themselves. When Yoruba Muslim now want to kill Yoruba Christian,
my brother,
Yoruba 10%.
My brother, hold on. This we have. I am not advocating 100% trust.
All my life, what I hear is Igbo man thief, Igbo man thief, Igbo man thief, Igbo man thief, Igbo man thief. Are you telling me they are correct? Are you telling me no Igbo man did good for them? They condemn a whole generation because of one man. They condemn a whole generation because of one man. Igbo man thief, Igbo man 419, Igbo man baby factory, Igbo man 419, Igbo man idiot, Igbo man, Igbo man, Igbo man, Igbo man, Igbo man, because of the sin of one man. Who the hell is not deceiving who here?
Because of this, I go exile. I go exile. 20 fucking solid years or 30. Almost 30 years, I dare exile. They wait for this moment. I will pay with my blood for me to lose this moment. This thing our leader did, I will pay with my blood. I am saying it on air. Each of suicide bomber, I can donate to myself. I'm on a better platform to do what I need to do. Just to get money. In the Yoruba, can I suspend the body for now? Our leader say there is a welcoming development. There was a bribe to bribe them. And Hanajo, I had the heart scatter the thing. I know what I'm talking about. So it's a welcoming development. We have to engage them and do this thing. The middle belt, I am expecting them to come up. I am Southern Kaduna, I am expecting them. Zaria, I am expecting them to come up. I know what is going on, my brother. We are dealing with monsters, full and monsters.
What we are talking about here, it is like, let us, what you are telling me now is like, let us say it so that Yoruba will now say it's true, so that Hausa will now say, now everybody will say it's true. Anybody that don't know that Nigeria is not supposed to exist is sinful, and they can never change. We know Nigeria is sinful. We know Nigeria is sinful, and nobody should keep Nigeria, pet Nigeria, except that person is sinful. Must Yoruba wait for the Fulani attack them before they save their land? Are they not accomplished to what is happening here? Have they Yoruba revolted against one Nigeria? Aside few of them.
Hold on.
So let's talk now so that Fulani will be happy, Middle Belt will be happy, and they start fighting Nigeria. Only idiots defend one Nigeria.
Let me deliver. Or even Alan Onyema today. All that solidify pro Nigerians. I am not scared of Alan Onyema direct. I am telling you, I am adding bloody fucking loaded tonight. And whatever sin happen now. So Alan Onyema, I get all the message direct. But I say me pro Nigeria, someone pro Nigeria now one them okay. Let's leave that struggle for me. I will do that. See who have but now our local government. I will do the needful and take the fucking bastard out of the way. Biafra must be restored. Biafra asking my equation to go.
Do you know how I feel these people?
I love this.
Do you know why I hate these people? Do you know they don't have regard for us? We have been shouting about Biafra. Hold on now, let me tell you something. Since we start talking about Biafra, They have never called us one and say, this issue, what do you think is the way forward? We understand things has gone wrong. But ordinary Omotekun, they are coming on TV. Do you know how they regard us? Do you know why can Nigerian call us and say, come, what is the problem? Thunder fire Yoruba and Hausa, thunder fire Nigerian people. God punish all of them.
Hold on. We have internal enemy in our midst.
The internal enemies are not our problem. We are just separating the wheat from the chaff because all of them will fall. All the internal enemy will fall. We want to know the ones that are ignorantly misbehaving and the ones that are deliberately doing what they are doing. But we have not finished identifying them.
Internal enemy.
We have not finished identifying them. All of them will fall overnight.
Internal enemy. Internal enemy. Okay? Alan Onyema, amnesty, and watching him if he will comply. Oburu not complying. One day, go and sleep. I'm how the game is going. But I see we can work with these people. Let's work with them.
Let's check it. Did Onyibe say when Yoruba do something that we should not talk about it?
We should talk about it, but we should talk about it and we tread carefully.
No, there is no need of treading carefully because the last time I checked, that boy they killed and said he's at large, they didn't kill him carefully. Have you heard about any Yoruba person killed? Hold on. Have you heard about any Yoruba person killed for the past 6 months in Nigeria? Do you know our youth are being hunted down by animal and Yorubas are the IPO that are handling their matter? What are we not telling ourselves here?
My brother.
Yes, I respect Fanika Yode. I respect the rest of them. Yoruba cannot be trusted, including their pastor. If you tell us not to talk about Yoruba, you should as well tell us to go home and forget about agitating for Biafra.
Never.
Because the last time I checked, we have 2 enemies here. 2 people who killed us and conspire against us. But how do you know they are Indigo when Yoruba and Fulani are pregnanting our women, burning idiot for us? How do you know they are Indigo? You think our father were foolish when they say Igbo? That does not show you that there are Igbo that are not Igbo. Have you not seen that some local government in Enugu state are Hausa people? Don't you know that many politicians from Calabari and Okereke are Hausa people? Don't you know that the Kuku Peter side may not be a Niger Delta man? And so you call them Biafra because they are their father by Hausa?
No. We know their blood. We know whom they are. By their fruits we shall know them. And when the more dangerous than Boko Haram. And those people, I know them, and they will never go scot-free. I know what they're doing to our people, to IPOB family members. You too in our place. Yoruba, they have taken arms. Fulani now is vibrating. Biafra will take arms.
But of course, they miscalculate.
Will take arms.
They only miscalculate. But whether they like it or not, the law of karma is at work. Everything they've conspired and did to us, it will boomerang.
Thank you very much. I believe you. Yes.
Whatever you are saying is correct, but the way it's sounding, it's like when we see Yoruba doing anything, we keep quiet.
No. That is not what I meant.
Our leader has his friends, and personally, we respect them. Pastor Ayo Banje, Barrister Ayo Banje, he's a good man. I've had the privilege of being with him. I can testify to his character. I have watched Fela. Fela does not look like the Yoruba I know today. And FFK, believe me, I have respect for him. I was with him in many occasions. Shake hand across River Niger. Some things he said is amazing and mind-blowing. I don't know Yoruba person can speak like that in this life. But will he change that he's a Yoruba man?
And somebody has put us in the boss of the hopeless of the then I see Yaga every train, Yaga handy, Biafra na Omuya, Obona the man listen, my Mr. Man. Oh my God. You count your days are numbered. It's a promise. It's a promise. It's a promise. You can't bring them into our territory. How dare you? Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, sir.
My Elisha, shalom. And now our people must understand the truth cannot be overemphasized. Rabbi is a great thinker, I must tell you, and I have great respect for him. Rabbi is making a point And that point is that diplomatically we engage these people. But I am speaking or saying what I'm saying because of our people that can be easily deceived. Because most of our people are very, very transparent. We don't harbor grudges. This is our weakness. Somebody will slap us now, and the next minute the person will say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. We forgive wholeheartedly. We don't take something to the heart. But the Fulani don't forgive. If you kill one Fulani man today, they will keep quiet. 100 years time, they will come for you. They will never forgive you. And now the difference between our strength and our weakness is we forgive too much. And if we do not change, they will kill all of us. Believe me, anything our leader say, we will obey our leader. If our leader come out and say, from today, cease attack on any Yoruba, and then we go back. Because who is better to speak for our people? There are Yoruba people that did the right thing. Yoruba people refused to jail our leader. When Yoruba judges refused to jail our leader when he was arrested, Hausa took over and brought that idiot woman. We understand all these things. But what is Tinubu doing? What is Oba of Lagos doing? What is Onyi of Ife doing? What is Yoruba blood doing? And you know there is this mindset we always have. Let's prepare for peace. You know it's going to be good. It's not going to be good. They're not the test poison. If you know it's poison, there is no need of you trying to test it. If I hate you, I show you I hate you. But honestly, I don't hate anybody. I hate what they are doing to us as a people. Why did they not bring Igbo man to come and do that debate? But of course, that was not what they planned for. The Fulani Janja would have smoked Igbo. Who has ever protested against Nigerian state outside our people? Ranging from the Enugu massacre, down to Aba women massacre, down to the Ahara declaration, down to Kayama declaration, all the way to IPOB massacre, all the way to the genocidal war. Who has protested against one Nigeria? Why is it that over 100 years now, no Yoruba man have protested against the entity called Nigeria? No Hausa Fulani. These people have never condemned Nigeria. Kola and WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, Mazi, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Good evening. God will bless you. God will bless the good work you are doing. God will bless you for our sake. God will bless Mazi Matikanu, the Messiah of my time. If I say the Messiah of my time, it's real, the Messiah of my time. But people don't understand the reason why we are suffering. The people don't want to understand is that we are living in bondage because of the slave master. Who is the slave master? Is it not the Yorubas people? Are they not contributed the failure of our time? Are they not contributed for the killing of our people? Are they not contributed to proscribe IPOB, the terrorism of the organization? Are they not the evil standing? But no problem. Mazina the Kanu make his speech, say we must work with the youth of the Yoruba, so-called Yoruba. But one thing that we either show with our people is this. Our governor, senator, all those evil, those are the evil in our midst right now. So-called Reverend Bata Upaka, the evil of my time. That is the devil of my time, Reverend Ubaka. But the reason is this. We cannot just fold our hands just like that. Why should all those people killing us? If they want to bring us for bondage, they will come bring one person for our village, carry and go Abuja. That one will come go talk for what they go representing, not be we. They will start killing our brothers and sisters at home. No good road, no electricity, no light. Nothing is working. Youth, go to Europe, you'll see Europe people, if you are 18 years, you will have car on your own, car. Not be saying that money take back. Long as it's existing, they can give you car free. You can ride car, can have everything access to your land. Why are our country so backward? Why are we living in disaster entity of group of people calling, they are representing us? They are not representing us. They are standing for the evil of atrocity, to kill us and bring us to bondage. That is what all those people stand for. So I want to refer to these people. You see, you are campaigning for APC, PDP. They cannot do anything. One thing I will show you. I'm a Biafra. The only last power that we have now is to hold my rifle, my gun, to defend my life and my people. Not for me to, because I'm tired of seeking in this bondage called one Nigeria. Nothing is working. They cannot give you nothing. Nothing for nothing. They can't give you anything. They are making us poor, making us run for our village, making us run for our city. All we do to stand in Lagos, standing for Abuja. That is what they have done. So if you don't build us for Abuja, you go need to join the Abuja people. Stop bringing our distance, our ideology down. If you are belong to the Yoruba, you go with the Yoruba. If your ass, then if you build your ass for Lagos, you began to because of the ass where you built for Lagos, to bring our people down. You know, they let us focus on how we save ourselves for the bondage of slave. You stay for Lagos, they will call you for the Zoo television. Your company they talk nothing. The people they talk nothing. They're not okay. Our leaders, who are they representing? Are they representing our failure as a people? Are they the ones that's killing our people? Are they representing? They are representing evil in our midst. We all need to start take now as IPOB. All our youth, all our mother, all our children, make everybody IPOB. So we start as focus on our life. So we all can be able to deliver ourselves for the bondage of slave. Because if you continue live with Nigeria, if you continue be with Nigeria, your life will remain miserable for the end of this life. And if we lose our agitation, believe me, we all will be slaves.
They will kill us. They will kill us overnight. They will kill us overnight.
You see, the Fulani are keep tripping me. Now they are tripping. The Yoruba people don't chase all the Fulani within their area now. All of them now, where they don't park on.
They are in our land.
All of them, they are in Satsat right now. Killing people, raping our mother for different parts. You see the everything. You see the reason when make us survive the war is because of hunger. That because of hunger, they bring the ideology come again. They ban foreign food, they ban many things. Now, it remains smaller now. Hunger stage now we go enter now. Hunger stage.
Of course, we have started already.
If that is not down hunger stage now, nobody will even have power to defend itself. Because our so-called politicians in our midst, they are basing looting money to Lagos, they are basing looting money to Abuja to build hotel, because they have hotel in Abuja, they can no longer speak for us. Now we are managing.
Summarize because my time is up. Summarize.
They are representing us. They are evil. All those people in our midst, they are evil. Politicians in our midst, you are not speaking for our people who are evil. If fact really come, we will
summarize, Mazi. My time is up. Summarize.
Before we go outside, we will go first start on make that man when they all said that you see Abuja go they tell us who want rule our state. Abuja go they tell us that this one is the person who wants to die for our seat. Even though say he want kill us, so far he work for their agenda. So far he make them happy, he make the Hausa people happy, he make the Yoruba drag, push you here to Lagos and the Abuja. They are bringing our people, killing our women in the front. Nobody is busy talking about it. If you reach election, now they will not say we they exist as a people. If you don't reach when they will say no, can't vote. Now they will not say we are existing. After you don't vote, they will build us for Abuja, they will build us for Lagos. If we they cry, say we not get good road, they call them for Lagos 2 minutes drive to their TV station. If they don't sit down for their TV station, they'll begin to speak rubbish against our struggle. Now Yoruba people get gone now. Yoruba people, they not have gone now with their security. And you are asking me, may people not get gone? Is that what are you seriously saying something? Are you telling me we not have the right to defend our physical life? Or are you telling me we don't have the right to separate for the zoo called Nigeria? Are you telling me that? So we will just hold our hand. So we go to look there, slaughtering our women and our men. I don't understand. This is after we know.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is my brother. If I allow him continue, I will not leave here today. When you call, I say thank you very much. Just summarize. And now let me say my last remark. And I will not apologize to anybody. I am born and raised up in Biafra land. And I have seen evil. And I know the truth. And I'm an IPOB today. I'm not nobody nyashilika. Because I heard the truth. And I followed the truth. Until this moment, our leader can continue saying the truth. And we follow the truth. Without Satan today, nobody will worship God. Many people worship God because of Satan. But in as much as Satan is there to make us to worship God, God have never praised Satan for once. I mean, we no get sense. Without Satan, nobody will worship God. And so Satan is one of the most powerful influence to drag us to God. When he torture you, you remember God. Have you seen God praise Satan? What are we not talking here? What are we not talking here? I have a Yoruba woman, I can change her to a mother if I have my way. I don't even talk to any of them. But we greet when they want to. But the gospel will not change. I was born an Igbo man, but an Igbo that is not an Igbo. And every day they keep telling me, Igbo bad, Igbo bad, Igbo bad, Igbo bad, Igbo bad, Igbo bad. Until I went to hustle as a youth. And the only people who will employ me is Igbo man. The man is from Onyibe, Nelson of 4, and his brothers. I work in their company. I know challenges I face there. They put their life on the line. They made me 70% of what I am today. And so for the first time, I knew all Igbo men are not idiots. I knew there are Igbo men with the heart of an angel. I knew they were blackmailed. And believe me, I have met a lot of Igbo. And I will not describe an angel without adding the character of an Igbo man. And then I knew there are two breeds. Igbos that is Igbo. And there are Igbo that are counterfeit. And if you have not met the real Igbo man, you will condemn the whole Igbo by the product of idiot in our midst. But I have tested them. Some Igbo don't have what it takes to hurt you. They are the best human beings that have walked on this earth. But of course, there are angels of darkness manifesting themselves as angels of light. And we will give you their record, it will amaze you. And so the whole generation of Igbo were condemned because of the sin of one man, because of the mistake of one man, until IPOB came. I'm yet to see anybody who speak for Igbo man. Only this radio counter them. And so when they want to say anything about the Igbo man today, they are very careful how they use those words. They are not coming on the offensive again because they know we will counter them. But that does not mean they have repented. Our leaders say we give them 1 million man when they need it. And honestly, if our leaders say go and follow them to defend their land, I will do that. But I can never sleep with a Yoruba person with my eye closed. Not in this life, not in the next life to come. Until I see Yoruba come out openly and agitate for the dividing of Nigeria. And then I will change my opinion. But until then, the good Yoruba men remain good Yoruba men. But the Yoruba remain Yoruba. To me, they are chameleon. To me, they are the greatest person that will kill the Igbo man. To me, they cannot be trusted. To me, they are the beneficiaries of one Nigeria. They are the British government secretary. They are the manipulator. The Yoruba man are the one who gave the Fulani the impetus to be doing what they are doing. It's just miscalculation. And sometimes it's like when we come, we say, okay, let's support Yoruba, let's support. Everybody know how to play mind game. But mind game will fail later on. But the truth will remain. If you like play mind game, it will fail. Oh, when we say Yoruba is good, all the Yoruba will support us. Irolumpa. Oh, more anything. Oh, more rada. Oh, more anything. Irolumpa. Yoruba know where they do their meeting. Yoruba start training their children to hate Igbo man. Right from their mother kitchen. Who the hell is not the? Who the hell is deceiving who here? Did Igbo man take any Yoruba man land? Are they not Hausa and Yoruba fighting themselves now? He say you push Igbo, the Yoruba, you push Igbo inside the Atlantic Ocean. He will put this because they miscalculate. Don't let anybody deceive you. If not middle bet like, let them fight for their life. If they don't like, let them not fight. The only protest of one Nigeria is how it will favor them. How they can continue getting the money as they are getting it on our expense. Who have protested against one Nigeria? Ayo Adebanjo, we keep respecting them. FFK and KKF, we keep respecting them. The legendary fella of the blessed memory, I will build fella shrine in Abo when Biafra come. But you see, with all these men, and even more good men, they are all idiots like Obasanjo as far as I'm concerned. They are all idiots like Adekule as far as I'm concerned. They are all bastards like Awolowo, Tinubu as far as I'm concerned. I don't pet words. Why don't you open your eye and see what they are doing to us? They are just playing with us. Mind game. So that interview was actually the Fulani man has taken Igbo. He blew it out of proportion. The Yoruba man controlling the mind is trying to say, okay, he says, you are becoming unbelievable. He said, you are going too hard. He now cut him off. But who are they toiling with at the end of the day? It is the Biafrans. I'll take one more call and then I'll round up this program. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah. George Onyibe. Ask him because Abona Biafra Bia equal the president.
Mba, DNA office. Only DNA office I want to work. Only DNA office. I beg you people. I will be there. I beg you people. DNA office. Let's close the border. Let's go the Igbo.
Because na ihe niile na-ekwu bụ ihe meme. Ndị Igbo be anyị bụ obele ife obife change.
I don't know. This thing is killing me. If one Yoruba idiot now, as I'm talking now, if Buhari come now and say I love Igbo, everybody will be happy. Hey, Buhari love Igbo. Hey, Jibri love Igbo. Why can't you take a firm stand against this idiot?
Obona Nnamdi Kanu say ka agenya ha 1 million man. We
will start leaking Yoruba Nyash.
I kwesị iji uche anyị wee na-eme ife wee mmadụ na ndị Yoruba agwọ bụ agwọ ama nnọkọta wee rapụ ịmụ ife ta ogologo. So ndị Igbo be anyị were uche fa na-eme ife. Asị m ka nkene gị because na ihe niile na-ekwu ebe a na m ege ntị. Ihe niile na-ekwu bụ ihe mere ma achọ ka ndị be anyị were uche fa na-eme ife a na-amụta ihe n'aka gị. Ndewo, asị m na Belgium na-akpọ.
Thank you very much, my brother. And of course, this is where I draw the curtain. The truth remains the truth. I have worked with them in the shrine of Shangu. I have worked with them in the temple of Jesus Christ. I have worked with them in the political arena. I have worked with them in a open society. And believe me, sometimes they don't see me as Igbo man. They see me as maybe a goat that wandered away. Because they feel we are the most miserable people. The Kwiri and the Abo people, the Igbo that deny their identity, they see us as idiots. And so they thought they have conquered us. They don't care much about us. Their target is on the Igbos in the southeast. And I'm grateful to the Creator that he did not allow them to destroy the Igbo of the southeast. If they destroy the Igbos in the southeast, and then the Ijaw man is gone, the Akwa Ibom man is gone, the Abo man is gone, Niger Delta, Upland land, River Line man, everybody is done. And then it is our collective interest to defend the Igbos in the southeast. Because things will really fall apart when this center is broken. Caller on WhatsApp. Try and be brief.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Onyibe. Please, it's obvious that I have to call when you're about to draw the curtain.
It's your persistence that make me pick the call.
Yes, I've been calling. I was like boiling. I felt so bad. Our people have becoming something else. You understand me? When our leader said he give 1 million, believe you me, we will go. We will do whatever.
If our leader is saying
listen, Maze, listen. Our leader is saying it based on that we will make sure, because our leader said to hell with the Northerners, to hell with the Fulanis, based on that when they demand of a people like us to come and assist, it then means that they are out to make sure that Nigeria ceases to exist. So whomever that is telling you that we need to play diplomatically and stuff like that, we know whom our problems are.
Do you think they don't know how to play the diplomatic?
Yes.
When you are talking to some Biafrans that are gullible, if you see the way they address it, it's no, they are all
let me tell you, our people, I can tell you truly, the mindset, the way we reason are most of the problem that we are fighting now. What some people keep calling, they have made this platform of Radio Biafra that people keep repeating themselves. People can call Radio Biafra in any platform. Some we call and call 3 times. You keep repeating yourself in one thing. That is nonsense to me. It makes me feel bad. I'm a good listener. I listen. And I put in it you. I'm an IPO beyond that oath. You understand me? This whole thing pisses me off. I lived all my life for 20 years, 20 good years in Lagos. I knew these people very well. They never loved us. Yorubas never loved us. What stops Yorubas to come out?
If I lie, let God destroy my generation. If I lie, let God destroy my generation. Yoruba train their children to hate Igbo man right from childhood.
There is no lie on it. These people actually are our problem. They are. Because our leader had a friend here doesn't mean that. And we all know. And we respect our leaders' friends as well. We follow our leader. You think our leader will not come and tell you? One day that some people will come and tell you that our leader is even also telling us that when they attack you in your house, don't attack back. You see, our people have become so stupid. This is our problem. Do you know? Let me tell you, Onyibe, I never knew. Thank all glory be to Chukwu Okike, who gave us this man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man who Chukwu Okike keru the opportunity. Because so many people don't really know that Chukwu Abiyama Kesielu Nnamdi Kanu came with your opportunity. Our leader don't hear, he doesn't listen. He do that which pleases God. He do that which God asked him to do. So when you see our leader moving, don't start counting and say, hey, it's like this and that. He does things by the direction of God. It was our leader that told us, every one of us. I don't know that unless you, Onyibe, will say you knew about it before. Lagos State has only one seaport. Forget all those nonsense they are telling us. They say Apapa and Tinker, they are one. There is another one called Brawa. After Tinker, you walk down like you are going to my two. It's called Brawa. It's still the same sea. Apapa, Tinker, Brawa, and one sea. I never knew it was a Yoruba man that get into agreement with the Northerners. I already called his name. He said somebody Agoda. That if they had to move capital from Lagos, Ikoyi, to move it out of Lagos to the north, they should make sure that there is no seaport working in the whole eastern region, Biafra land. It was the deal cut by Yoruba people. What are you telling me? Are you mad? These people are our problem. They are our problem, and we will not continue with this mess. What are you telling us? I think somebody will come to the recycling top. They will call Radio Biafra and start talking nonsense. I am so angry and so pissed, full of rage this time. Yorubas are our problem. They are our problem. They should man up. They should stand up. They knew already that we are good people. You think we will forget? Kwashiorkor, the word Kwashiorkor, I knew it was managed from the word of, I don't know, they say Ghanaian whatever, it's Ghanaian language or something. It's because of us. It was Awuru, it was a Yoruba man that caught up with it. It was he that made sure that the blockade stood and they kill us. Yes, because we have so many of them that are now thinking like human being doesn't mean that when we have Biafra, when we are on our own, we can then there will be a good boundary. We cannot, but at this moment we have to call a spade a spade. It's one seaport. It's one seaport in Lagos, and they are not letting go. We don't have one single airport in our place. International airport, we don't have one. We don't have good roads. We have sea. We have sea.
Very much.
We have sea. Even on the can as well.
They are some feeling River Niger. They have some feeling River Niger. I see Yoruba. You see Yoruba. Go and look at every document that kill our people. You see Yoruba. Of course, I want to appreciate all of you who have been able to call in. My sincere apology to those that cannot take their call. I don't leak anybody but us. If we are here to do 419, let's turn to Yahoo boys now. For how long? From the history of Nigeria to today, everything is Igbo man, 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 you not go get sense. Igbo man, you not go get sense. We're born one, no?
Respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. So you hear me now? Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans, we know what we need. All we want is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Osaflan is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. They are killing our people. No more one Nigeria. Your amalgamation is over, man. All we need is Biafra. I'm not saying this because I'm a Biafra, but I'm thinking of the life we lose every time that killing innocent people, yeah, raping our women, yeah. Who doesn't know about the 10%? Who doesn't know about the oil well? House of Land is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. All we want is Biafra. We want to go home. Biafra. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Bombo clan. It was good and evil and we chose good. Enegwa is calling Biafra. Anani saying Biafra. Ogoja is saying Biafra. Enegwa is saying Biafra. Urobo is saying Biafra. Shekiri is saying Biafra. We want to go home. We want a freedom. We want to go home. Yo, Tropical Mix. Biafra, the rising sun. Last time and the last.